Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new session, and that is types of computer. In this session, we are going to learn the types of computer based on principle of operation. Second, types of computer based on principle of configuration. Third, few things that affect the speed of computer. And last, this some productivity program. Now we'll discuss all this topic one by one. First, types of computer based on principle of operation. It consists three types of computer, and they are analog computer, digital computer, and hybrid computer. First, analog computer. If we'll talk about analog computer, it is basically used for the mathematical operation. Simultaneously, it manipulate and process data which we provided as input, such as weight, temperature, voltage, and the result given by these computers is only approximate, since they deal with quantities that may vary continuously. We hardly use these types of computer nowadays.
With digits 0 and 1, a digital computer can perform complex tasks and provide more accurate and faster result. Hence, they have increased use in the field of design, research and data processing. Digital computers are basically two types computer: specific purpose computer or the general purpose computer. If we'll talk about specific purpose computer, it is that computer which is used for specific applications. Like when we go for the ATMs, we are using ATM for a specific purpose. So that is known as what? Specific purpose computer. Second, general purpose computer. These are the computer that is used for different types of applications. They can store different programs and we can do numerous job according to the instruction specified on the program. Most of the computer we see today are what? General purpose computer. Third is hybrid computer. Hybrid computer is a perfect combination of analog and digital. It accepts analog signals, convert them into digital form and then process them. They are used for scientific applications or in controlling the industrial process. It is generally has smaller memory than the purely digital computers like laptops. After discussing the types of computer based on operation, our next topic is types of computer based on configuration. Here we will discuss the categorization of computer according to the capacity, speed, reliability. And they are mini computer, microcomputer, mainframe computer and the supercomputer. Now we will discuss all these types of computer one by one. Now we will discuss microcomputer. Microcomputer. Microcomputer is also known as personal computer or we can say that PCs. These types of computer uses a microprocessor. They are less cost and very small in size. The most popular type of microcomputers are PCs and the Apple. While the PCs and PC compatible computers, what they use? They use Windows operating system. And if we'll talk about Apple computers, they use Macintosh operating system. We call it as Mac operating system. The desktop computers that we use in our school labs, office, homes, they are the best example of these microcomputer. Here are some commonly used microcomputers and they are laptop, notebook, tablet, handheld and embedded computers. If we'll talk about laptop is what? It is very easy to carry, so we call it as a portable computer. It usually weight very less. It's small in size and it is easily fit inside a briefcase also. Laptop basically operate on special batteries and it does not need to be plugged in like a desktop. Yes. So these computers are mainly used by the business travelers. The screen fold down onto the keyboard when not in use. If we'll talk about notebook computers, it is extremely lightweight than the personal computers. It is also very smaller in size It is smaller in size than laptop computer also. A notebook does not have an integrated DVDs like in laptops. It generally has smaller memories if we compare to laptop. Third is tablet. Tablet PCs look similar to our laptop. The only difference is that tablet PC does not have a keyboard. It has a touch screen which is used to write directly on the screen rather than typing on the keyboard. And the example of tablets are Apple iPad, Galaxy Tab. Next is handheld computers. The smallest computers is known as handheld computers, or we call it as PDAs also. It is used for scheduling our appointments, storing addresses, and for playing games. Last is embedded computer. It's a special computer system that is a part of large system or machines. Virtually every electronic device which is designed and manufactured today has an embedded system. All the appliances that have a digital interface like watches, microwaves, these are the example of embedded system. Second is mini computer. These computers are bigger in size, have higher processing speed and costlier than microcomputer. If we'll talk about the capabilities of mini computer, it is better than personal computer. And these mini computers are used in business, for education and many government department. The first mini computer was introduced in mid 1960. Third is mainframe computer. These computers are larger than mini computer. A microcomputer processes data at a very high speed and it is measured in million of instruction at a per second. They are very expensive computers. These mainframe computers are basically designed for multi-users and it processes a very vast amount of data quickly. These computers are used by banks, insurance company and the airlines. Now the last and the most important is supercomputer. The largest computers are supercomputer and they are most powerful and most expensive and the fastest computer in the world. And they are capable of processing trillions of instructions at a period of time. These computers are used by the government agencies and they are IRS. Second, the National Weather Services. They are also used by large industrial units. Next topic is computer performance. It is very important that whatever computing device we are using, that must be work in efficient manner or in very fast. There are few things that will affect the overall performance of a computer or any device, and they are CPU speed, RAM and hard disk. CPU speed. CPU speed actually the CPU clock speed and it is measured in hertz and it is also called as clock rate. This speed is measure of how many clock cycles a CPU can perform per second. The higher the clock speed, the faster the instruction will be processed by the CPU. Second is RAM. If the amount of RAM is large enough to hold information in it, this may result in faster performance. Faster CPU means better performance. Complex, heavy performance, high utility systems. If RAM is not large enough, the speed of the computer automatically slows. Last is hard disk. The size and the speed of hard disk is also crucial for the computing device. The faster is the speed, better will be the overall performance. Last topic of today's session is productivity program. It is not possible to make a software for each and every application. Hence, we have some general purpose application that are designed to meet the need of individual. These type of softwares are also known as packages and they are word processing, presentation, electronic and database. First, word processing software. A word processor helps us to create a structured document. quickly and efficiently. It provides multiple features to manipulate the text we have typed. We can also easily add, or if we want to delete anything, we can delete it also. If we want to increase the beautify of a document, we can insert the clip arts through formattings, and also we can produce a hard copy of the document. And here are some example of word processing, and they are MS Word, Writer and WordPad. Next is presentation software. It is used to present our idea or the concept. This software helps us to create and display slides on a computer. It let you create graphics, charts, animations and the video clip. There are some example of it, and they are MS PowerPoint and the Impress. Third, electronic spreadsheet. Electronic spreadsheet basically used to do the calculations. It helps in performing the calculation. If we want to analyze the data, and if we want our data to be present in a tabular format, what we'll use? We'll use electronic spreadsheet, or we can say that Excel. It is a program that manipulates numbers using inbuilt formulas and functions, and they are addition, subtractions, average, minimum, maximum. And the example are MS Access and Calc. Last is database management software. This software helps us to create and manage a very large amount of data in an organized manner. In this, we can easily create, we can add, we can find, we can update or sort and search the information that is already stored in a database. And the example of database management system are MS Access and Oracle.